Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Monday, January the 15th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, looks like we've got some good ones here, some different ones, which is nice to see. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. Give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas that were there. If you're a brand spanking new player, someone who's never played the game before, if you're a returning player, someone who hasn't played in some time, or even an experienced player, someone who plays several times a week. If there's a particular daily or weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble, I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome and you guys help me out with that. Making some great comments, which is greatly appreciated. Alright, let's take a look at some stuff here. There's not a whole lot we can do here in our camp. There is, but I like to kind of show you different ways of doing some things. But we'll go ahead and do this one here. Drink tea 1. Okay, so I have a couple of videos out there where I took you guys along Flatwoods, okay? And simple teas we can craft at a cooking station just by picking up simple tea items like blood leaf, for example. But right now we are on season 15 scoreboard. And not even quarter of the way through, you'll be able to take a look at this company tea machine right here that everyone gets. So the beginning of the scoreboard's just right here. And near the beginning, I guess, is we get this company tea machine. And we can simply drink tea from that company tea machine. Let's go ahead here. So if you don't realize that you have this, you just go down to resources. Like if you're playing the game right now, you've been playing for, let's say, a couple weeks, okay? It'll be under resources, and if you claimed it already, it'll be down here. Now, I made a video on this some time ago. You can build one of these per camp, and they're pretty awesome. And I have to have my company team machine right here in the kitchen. So let's go ahead and we'll grab all 5. And let's go to our Pip-Boy here. We're going to drink one. Done. Drink tea 1 for 1. Awesome. Totally awesome. Probably one of the best things we got off the scoreboard. Complete some dailies with it. Perfect. And it's a camp resource. Totally awesome. What's next we could do here, Jim? What is next here, old pal? Let's go ahead. We're going to drink Nuka-Cola 3. So as I mentioned to you guys all the time, I am a huge fan of the Nuka-Cola Collectron Station. Let's go outside here. Now, not everyone is a hoarder like myself. Some of yous are, but some of yous aren't. But here is the OG Nuka-Cola Collectron machine. It's the red and yellow. And as you can see, this machine passively collects different types of Nuka-Cola while you play the game. Even some special ones like orange and grape, as you can see, and cranberry. It's pretty awesome. And let's say you don't have one of these machines, okay, and you're around in Season 11, which is a little while ago. This will be in Camp Resources as well. Let's scroll up now. There we go, we're down. Right to the other Collectron station. So here is the OG one. Now, I believe this is very old, but I believe that you can buy this from Samuel in Foundation as long as you have a cautious with the settlers. Okay, so cautious reputation. And I believe it is for 1,750 gold bullion. Okay. Now, if you were around Season 11, and if you're coming back to the game and you forgot, this is the other one that we got in Season 11. He collects the same thing, different types of Nuka-Cola. However, he also collects purified water and nuclear waste. So FYI on that. That's why I always go for the OG one. Okay, I just wanted to show you those examples. Now, if you're totally new to the game and you don't have any gold bullion and such, all right, what you can do is you can go take a free fast travel. One of the best spots for Nuka-Cola is right down here in Nuka World on Taurus. Let's go ahead and go down here. Now, I know it's a long explanation for, you know, drink 3 Nuka-Colas. But I'll have to kind of give you guys some ideas. This game only tells you so much. So when you spawn here, Nuka-Roll and Torch, you spawn right here. And you can find Nuka-Colas around the wasteland in like machines like this, okay? And unfortunately, there's just bottles in here today. We can work our way up to the area here where there's seismic activity that happens. The event, seismic activity. And there'll be these concession stands here. And a lot of times there'll be some Nuka-Cola products around. So there we go. We got a Nuka Cherry right there. Another Nuka Cherry right there. Okay. You can look inside that other one back there. See that? Patio chair. It gives me trouble every time. Holy mackerel. That patio chair. So sometimes when you open these up, you'll see these here. Depending on the server and depending on who else kind of went by already looking for them. It depends if you picked them up already. You can check in these as well. And then there's one more machine over here you could check for free ones. Yeah, there's 2 more in there. Perfect. Now, let's say you can't find any at all. You're getting frustrated. And you're like, I can't find any Nuka-Cola gem. How am I going to complete this extremely easy daily? Well, you can buy Nuka-Cola right down here. This is where they have all the workbenches at, okay? And just to the left will be Nuka-Cola vending machines. And you can always go to White Springs and talk to Bubbles as well, and you can buy Nuka-Cola. You gotta use some caps, though. But this is probably your last alternative. Okay, so there you go. You can buy some Nuka-Cola, 19 caps each, okay, and then drink them just for this daily. So that's an option for you as well. Let's go ahead. We'll drink the one of the many Nuka-Colas that I have on myself. But again, I just like to kind of give you guys some ideas. It doesn't matter. Any flavor Nuka-Cola will work. There we go. Drink Nuka-Cola. 3 for 3 done. Oh, let's get off of that page, Jim. There we go. What is next? Let's go ahead and harvest corn, Razorgrain, or a Tato plant for 12. So one of the best spots for corn, Razorgrain, and even Tato plants is right up here at Silva Homestead, all along that hill. Razorgrain will be down here by Billings Homestead, and Tato plants will be kind of scattered in between. Another place will be Cobbleton Farm. I've brought you guys up there as well. It's a nice little farm. It's nice and confined. There's a bunch of ghouls around, though. But, again, great spot for Tato plants, corn, Razorgrain. So let's pop up here. Let's pop up here and see if they're here. Hopefully they are. If not, we'll go down to Silva Homestead. What I mean by that is I haven't reset the game in a while. Resetting the game, you need to pick up, 250 items or so. And then back out and then go back in the game. But that's what I mean by that. A lot of times I'll just kind of keep playing. And then I got to go around and try to find this stuff. So good stuff. So here is Cobbleton Farm right here. We're here to harvest corn, Razorgrain, or a Tato plant 12. Now, if you're legitimately looking for vegetables, if you are a herbivore, there's a pretty good perk card that you can use. Let's go ahead and talk about that for a second. Under perception. Is this perk card right here called Green Thumb. Reap twice as much when harvesting flora. Okay, so that's a useful perk card that you can have, and you can kind of switch up once in a while. Alright, so here's some corn here. I'll pick some corn. And one thing good about a particular daily like this one, you can harvest this. You can cook it up into recipes, but I highly recommend you plant this at your camp. And then that way there, next time, you don't have to go to places like this, like I'm showing you. You just automatically pick the stuff up right out of your camp. You don't even have to leave your camp. Now, I'm always going to go and show you these places because people watch my videos. And it doesn't make much sense me just going to my backyard and picking up, because not everyone has that. So there we go. Harvest corn, Razorgrain, or Tato plant, because everything is just one little tiny little spot right here. Let's take care of that cat. Nothing to do with the daily. We'll just take care so that we're not getting our faces ripped off. Come on back here, bud. There you go. There you go. What's next here? Craft or scrap a ranged weapon 5. Okay, so we talked about this as well. There's nothing stopping us from crafting ranged weapons right at our camp. But it's going to cost us valuable resources. Now, if you're Fallout first, you have endless resources because you have a scrap box. By all means, craft a couple, then scrap a couple. Okay, what you just crafted. But I'm going to show in the video, you know, the people that don't have Fallout first. So we're actually going to go out and find some ranged weapons and then scrap them. And one of the best spots for this is right here in the forest. Right here, good old Somerville Docks. Let's go ahead down here. It's a pretty good area. The Scorched are kind of separated. And they'll have ranged weapons on them, as well as melee. But we'll just pick up the ranged ones. Good times in the wasteland today. Good times. Okay. So we're here at the old Somerville Docks. And we are here to craft or scrap a ranged weapon 5. So the Somerville Docks will have Scorched. They'll have melee weapons and ranged weapons, but we'll be looking for the ranged weapons here today. 5 of them, and then we'll be scrapping them right at the old Tinker's Workbench. Now you can craft these at your weapons workbench at your camp if you like. But I'm choosing to go this way here because a lot of people know that route. And I just want to give the folks that maybe are low level, don't have Fallout first, a good showing of how to do this particular daily. Do this guy. Okay, good stuff. So he's got a revolver rifle. Perfect. Go ahead and pick that bad boy up. What do we got here? Get some rum. I'm always down for some rum. Thank you. You got on you. There you go. Short assault rifle. Got 2. And I always kind of show off this place just because how the Scorched are all kind of separated. They're all not together and they're not going to gang up on you at once. Probably one of the easiest spots. Oh, he just has rounds on him. Hey, where's this guy at? He's this guy here. Oi, where you at? Huh. Must have got scared and ran home to his mommy or something. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's pop up here. Now the boss of these guys is usually this one in here. A little crown on his head. Oh, good stuff. So he has 2 of them. So a pipe, bolt action rifle, and some machine guns. So that's pretty awesome. 2 of them. And that's very usual for that one. That guy there with the crown on his head. With some whiskey here. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Keep that coming. Any day of the week. This is 5.56. Okay. Now on this bench here, as I mentioned to you guys a couple weeks ago, might have even been last week, but there'll always be a pipe weapon here on this bench. And as we see, there's another one there today. Let's go ahead and take that. So if you're looking for a pipe rifle or weapon, there's always going to be one right there on that bench for free. You gonna be okay, pal? Cotton candy bites. So there you go. Short assault rifle. There we go. So very easy plays, very low level for, you know, a lot of folks. Even if you are, you know, let's say level 10 or even 15, these guys will be level to you and very easy to go through, okay? We even have our little workbench here, so let's go ahead. We're going to go scrap. We're going to scrap these things that we just picked up. That's a nice one there. That's what I use once in a while. I have one of those on me. Done just like that. Craft or scrap a ranged weapon. The one thing good about scrapping these is you will learn mods if you're a newer player. So FYI on that, it's a great way to learn mods, scrapping weapons. Even weapons you don't use, because later on in the game, such as myself, you'll come across a weapon that you really like and thinking, I wish I had mods for this, and you realize, huh, I scrapped a whole bunch of these years ago, and when I was a lower level player, and I got some mods. Pretty awesome. What's next, Jim? Deal a critical hit to a Radtoad. Perfect. So Radtoads, there'll be a couple of them right up here. Good old Grafton. Now this time here, we're going to actually spawn in Grafton because this spawns us on the other side of town. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we are in Grafton, but on the other side of town. Spawning actually at Grafton. This is where you spawn up here. And we're looking to deal a critical hit to a Radtoad 1. So you hear me talk about critical hits all the time. So we have the little critical hit meter in the middle. Now, depending on if you have a legendary weapon, some legendary weapons will actually have critical hit legendary effects. I have such weapon that I have in my stash box, the Fixer. And usually 2 hit shots on a enemy, that meter is full. Meanwhile, other weapons I have usually takes about 5 or 6 shots that hit the enemy to get that meter full. So FYI, all depends on the weapon. And if you have a 2-shot, and if they hit, you will actually get credit for 2 critical hits when you perform the critical hit. And you guys assume you do those in videos as proof. Okay? For these daily challenges. What we're going to do actually is, because there's a bunch of super mutants over there, and what we're going to do is we're going to hop on these roofs here. Okay, so there's our Radtoad friends. So you see how the crit meter in the middle? See how it's full? Now that crit meter is full. You can check at the bottom of the screen, see how it says critical, and the little Y is flashing. So it's Y for me because I'm on Xbox, so whatever button that you're using on your platform, that will be flashing if your critical meter is full. That's how you know you can perform a critical hit. Alright? If it's grayed out, and your crit meter looks full, you will not be able to perform critical hits. So let's go ahead, we have to hit the critical hit button and the fire button at the same time. And this guy is going to shoot at those things, isn't he? Go for the torso. There we go. So I had to take care of him because that guy was going to kill them. But basically, I don't know if I can zoom in on that dog or not. No. Basically, I had to hit. I got to. Oh, there's another Radtoad there. Let's go down here and just so I can use them as an example. But I have several videos showing you how to perform critical hits if it's worth the watch. I think they're a little older videos, but they're still valid here today. I just want to be able to get up on this and show you. All right, so now you see how my crit meter is, not even a quarter of the way. You see how my crit is Y is grayed out at the bottom. Okay, so this tells me I cannot perform a critical hit. So sometimes the crit meter comes up real fast when you're in VATS, okay? And then when you perform a shot and you kill the enemy. So you're not able to see. But you'll be able to know because there is like an audible alarm. It'll go bloop something. It'll go bloop, okay? Like bloop, high-pitched bloop. And that will tell you, without having to look at that crit meter, that it's full, that you are ready for a crit shot. Let's try to do that here. Alright. It's that guy. Let's wait for Big Brother to pop over here. But this is a great spot for some Radtoads. Get up on this little veranda. Alright. Alright, so you hear that bloop sound? That bloop? So, let's say, just like that, and I missed it. It came up real fast. I wasn't able to pay attention to the middle of the screen. Okay? You don't have to do that. All you gotta do is listen for that bloop, and that way there, you know you're ready to do a critical strike. Now, I always kind of go for the torso, because it is possible to miss on a critical hit. Now, someone had mentioned to me in one of the comments one time is they actually hold that button. Let's say it's Y, right? They actually hold that button every time that they're doing critical hits. It takes a little bit of practice because especially when you're not used to doing it. I know it seems weird, but you gotta use your thumb to hold in that button. I know it seems, you know, hey, anyone could do that until you start doing it. It's just like, hey, wait a minute, I forgot to do that again. So it does take a little bit of practice, okay? So FYI on that. But this is one of the best spots for Radtoads that are fairly low level, right in good old Grafton. Oh. He caused that event to pop up. See that? Wait for that guy to stop talking. Let's go ahead and scrap pre-war money 5. So we only need 5 of them. And what we're going to do is we're fairly close to Morgantown Airport. And that's where we're going to head. Head to Morgantown Airport. So I actually have a pre-war money video out there showing you great locations. And we were very lucky in that video. I gave you many locations. There's even a couple of events involved to show you where you can find pre-war money instead of just kind of wanderously going around the wasteland looking after you know, cash registers. But I went to quite a few places and we were very successful. So you can check out that video if you like for pre-war money. But we're right here, Morgantown Airport. So when you spawn Morgantown Airport, you actually spawn closer to the train station when you're actually spawning at this train station. But we're going to head into Morgantown Airport. We're not going to go far. And right to this area. So there'll be a couple of scorch we got to take care of. Okay. There might be one more around this general location. There he is right there. There we go. So right in this little area here, it's like a little dance floor area. Okay. You'll see a couple of corpses around. This responder corpse, they will have pre-war money on them. Doesn't have anything. Thanks. This guy, so this, okay, there we go. So we get 5 pre-war money just from the corpses that's on this little dance floor. Okay? Which is pretty awesome. But if you want to watch that video, if you need more pre-war money, you can go ahead and check that out. But when you need just a little bit, you know, you can hit here. Okay? And it'll just give you your 5. So you have our 5 pre-war money. Perfect. Perfect. We're just going to go on that green sea can there. And there'll be a little workbench in there that we can use. So see, hear that critical hit. And your critical hit's going to give you a little bit more boost there. A little bit more damage. Just getting back to that. Just like to kind of show you this again. Just in case you're brand new and you're unaware. Because I didn't do critical hits for a long time. Until I decided to make videos. And I'm thinking, hey, this is not too bad. You can get pre-war money from this guy here. And a lot of safes. This one here you require a key. But a lot of safes in the wasteland. I would say every safe. Doesn't matter what level, will always have pre-war money in it as well. So we have our pre-war money from those corpses. And we are going to go to this workbench right in this greenish sea can. Scrap the pre-war money that we picked up from those corpses. Yep, you can scrap all junk, I know. There you go. Done. Just like that. Just like that, guys. What's next? Kill Wendigo. 1. Okay, so I have several Wendigo locations on my channel. And they're all pretty valid today. Let's go to a spot. We can get ourselves a Wendigo. One such spot is right down here in Lewisburg. Let's go ahead and fast travel down here. But actually fast travel down in Lewisburg Station. Like the fast travel there first. And we'll make our way up the road, the main street. Okay, we are right here in Lewisburg Station. We get Lewisburg right there. And we're going after the Wendigo going down the main road. Now, 50-50 chance it's a Wendigo or a bloated, glowing one. FYI on that. You guys have seen me do this before. And I had very bad luck. Everywhere as I went, every location I showed you guys, it was a bloated, glowing one. Every time. And I went to like 4 or 5 locations that I know that you will find a Wendigo. So keep that in mind. If you come here, oh there, okay, so here's our Wendigo friend, right down the main street. He's strolling, having a good old time. There you go, kill a Wendigo 1 for 1, done. Now I highly recommend getting up on one of these guys here. Lewisburg is not that bad. You think it's bad, but these guys could be a little higher level, but if you get up on these little tents, you shouldn't have issues. You just kind of shoot down at them, and they can't reach you up here. Tried it many times. Unless it's this one that's kind of on the side. But just FYI on that. And one thing good about Wendigos is they have good stuff on them. Real good stuff, even if they're just regular old Wendigos. Fiberglass, loose screws, beautiful. These guys got pre-war money, so Wendigos, a lot of good stuff. And this guy is usually glowing as well. So we were pretty lucky there. But if you do not have the same luck as me, you can check out the videos. I believe they're in a playlist on my channel. And I'll have about at least 5 videos in there showing you locations for Wendigos in the wasteland. But yeah, just try to shoot them off. Don't fool around too much because they come up close to you, rip your face off, and then they breathe on you. And that's not good. That's not good for anyone. Let's go over here. Because I think we're done. Go. Check it out here. Done, just like that. Done just like last night's dinner, guys. Awesome. So there you guys go. Pretty good one here today. Slightly different, nice ones. Nice to see do something a little bit different. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Starwin138. Thank you all so very much. And I hope you all have a nice day, and I'm losing my voice.